Hey, what's up, music world? This is August C. Jones here with another Play One review. And so today, as of right now, it's like 11:10. I'm recording this. Happy Cinco de Mayo, if you celebrate that. And so to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, Drake decided to drop another record, which I felt, and a lot of people other felt, that, a lot of other people felt that he had to drop soon. I was thinking like, man, it's cool if he take time, but he can't take too much time away from Not Like Us. He's going to have to respond to that, especially with it being played in clubs, parties. Like, it's a hit. Drake, he's not the only one that can drop hits. Kendrick has created a hit on Drake's behalf. Well, yeah, anyway, kind of did a back-to-back stuff. So he said that he was going to get back-to-back. Not only was he giving records back-to-back, but he actually gave a back-to-back in the form of a record, being a diss and a hit. But with all that said, let's get into it. So, like I've said before, what's the word? I can't even think. I'm tired right now. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay up. I gotta get up early. But this is a warning, just to let people know I am Team Kendrick, but I do give a lot of love, and I will give flowers to Drake if he drops something crazy, right? So when this drops, I'm like, okay, cool. I like this a little bit better than Family Matters. Even though I do have a more of appreciation for Family Matters. But as far as The Heart Part 6, I do like the fact that he took that away from Kendrick. So now it's like, what is Kendrick going to do to use that? I don't know. Maybe he could still come out with The Heart Part 6. So when you search it up, you're not only going to see Drake's, but you're going to see also Kendrick's. But he has a nice flow. That's one thing I love the way he flowed on there. I love the execution and lyricism that he have on there. All that is dope. The beat is dope. And I like the record. I really did. I really do. I really like the record. I think that Drake got in and he literally was on business. But, and I know y'all gonna click off like, oh, he's gonna hate, whatever, go away. This is for people that's gonna listen to my opinion. This is just my opinion. I don't think Drake had it in him to drop a bomb. Now, before this beef all started, or in the beginning, people was talking about how Drake had these nukes, how Drake was gonna drop bombs, and it's like, if Family Matters was what he had as far as bombs go, Drake is cooked. There's nothing else that can happen. I don't think there's anything else that Drake can put out that will literally body Kendrick in this beef. And I'm going to get through it. So in the track, he basically addresses everything. He addressed the whole PDF file stuff. He addresses how he gave information, which was one of the things that was speculated, and like Drake kind of like alluded to, that he was giving people information to give to Kendrick, and so that he'll have the wrong information and go off the handle and everything else, which I'm gonna get back to because I have a lot to say about that, which I believe I've said it before. But in any case, so and he claims that K. Dot bought views or whatnot for his videos. That's why it's doing so much better. He's claiming that, he said he's not a PDF file because he would have got caught. He would be in jail or arrested by now. And even though I like the record, the content of what Drake is saying has a lot of holes in it. Has a lot of holes. And I don't know how anybody can look at it and be like, yo, Drake killed him. Drake won this. Because I don't know how you can dissect it and look at what he's saying and believe that this is the crushing blow. Like, this is that ether that we needed. This, I feel, was more responsive, more reactionary off of what Kendrick's been saying, which Of course, that's what you gotta do. You gotta rebuttal, you gotta retort a lot of stuff, answer a lot of things and all that stuff. And I know a lot of people might say like, oh, he's just retreading the same stuff that he's been saying. But Kendrick did it too. He did it all on Not Like Us, and everybody loved that track. So I'm not even going to count that against Drake on this track. I feel like a lot of stuff he needed to go a little bit more on and maybe just rehash. But I feel like after a while, certain things have to be dropped and more stuff need to be brought out on both ends. Yes, on both ends. But I can't help but to look at it as like both sides are guilty of this. Both sides are making outrageous claims, but yet at the same time, no side has really gave a lot of receipts. Drake is claiming that Kendrick beat on his wife. Where's the proof? He's claiming that one of his kids ain't his and that it's Dave Freeze. Where's the proof? He's claiming that he's buying views. Where's the proof? He's claiming on the other record, Family Matters, that he sent Tupac's estate to get the track taken down. Where's the proof? It's like all this stuff is like circumstantial. Like he's literally just like saying whatever is coming to mind. He's just throwing out stuff. And the same thing with Kendrick. Kendrick, he took the whole thing of like he has a 11-year-old daughter and all that stuff. Where's the proof? Can you prove it? And it's like you keep going. They keep going down this path of claiming big things and not really having no receipts for it. So both of them are guilty on that. Like I said, even though I'm Team Kendrick, that's one thing that bothered me throughout this whole thing. It's like even when I heard about him, when up in Meet the Grams, when he basically revealed that Drake had a secret daughter that's 11 years old. Thinking in the back of my mind, it was like, can he prove it? Like, is he just saying this, or does he have actual proof? And then when Drake immediately came out, it was like, yeah, there may be a lot going against this whole claim. But one thing that I seen that somebody pointed out was that Drake basically saying that he fed information to him. They sat for a week and all that stuff. But at the same, and basically it was a whole thing that he constructed so that he can make Kendrick look stupid. But in the same song, he's saying that the people that he fed stories to are clowns. Why would you have people under you that, okay, cool. So on one hand, you're saying that, like, did you know, like, do you really have moles in there and you knew it and you threatened them to do that? Or like, did you really construct this in the beginning and you wanted people to read? Like, I'm confused. Maybe you need to clear that up. But it didn't make sense. And so one of the big things about this record, going back there to No Receipts, is that Drake is giving out all these claims talking about what Kendrick is saying is false. He need more proof. Drake is speaking facts, but yet at the same time, where's your receipts? You're claiming that he's beating his wife. Where's your receipt? You're claiming that like one of the kids ain't his. Where's your receipt? You're claiming all this stuff, but you have no receipts. And so you're putting yourself literally on the same level as Kendrick as far as no receipts. So when it all comes down to it, how can you call him a hypocrite? How can you call him out on this? And you're doing the same exact thing. One of the major things that people had put out was the fact that he's put out that Kendrick was fondled or diddled when he was younger. And it's coming from the song that he put out, Mother I Sober. I've heard that song, but I really didn't really listen to it. But everyone is pointing out the fact that in the song, he's saying that he wasn't. He's not saying that he did. He's saying that he wasn't and no one believed him. No matter how many times he told them no one believed him. So you would think a person that's sitting here claiming you need to have facts, you need to have proof, you need to have receipts and everything else, and we're speaking facts over here, you would have thought that this man would have took maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes out the day to listen to the song over and over, whatever, to try and find out if he really did get, diddled. And in the song, he didn't. He says that he didn't. So, facts, Drake, hypocrite not, I don't know. Like, it's whatever. I do like that A minor retort that he did with the D flat and D major and all that stuff. That was dope. I wanted to get out that way. But one of the things that I did mention, what I didn't really mention like that, was the fact that as far as receipts, yeah, you can say that with the PDF file and all that stuff. Like, where's the receipts for that of, Drake doing that? He may not have no video as far as them really doing something, but Drake. Aubrey Drake Graham. Let's look at this, right? There's proof. There's not proof of you actually, doing the deed. You have video of you on stage kissing a 17-year-old. And proceed after that to ask her age. And then when you find out her age, that she's 17, you ask her why she looked like that. So you heard she's 17, and in front of a whole crowd, a whole concert, you're basically telling a 17-year-old that she looks good. He said he don't know whether to feel guilty or not. And in the song, mind you, you say that you never looked at a team, or you never double looked at a team, or whatever. Drake, I know what he's trying, the image that, or the perception he's trying to throw out there, but you gotta be a little bit better in this. You gotta be a little bit better in your wording, your phrasing, and how you're saying stuff, because when you're on stage at a concert, and there's a 17-year-old that you basically saying that you're attracted to, you don't really have no grounds to stand on. And then when it comes to Millie Bobby Brown, when it comes to Billie Eilish, and I believe he went on a date with an 18-year-old, and there's probably more stuff or whatever. You keeping in contact as a grown man, keeping in contact with a young girl who at the time was under the age of 18. So I'm not saying that is absolute proof that Drake is a PDF file, but it's very convincing evidence to have people questioning Drake's proclivities and, in his behind closed doors. So at the end of the day, what did I think about this? The Heart Part 6. Like I said, I like the flow, the lyricism, the beat, and some of the stuff he was saying. I like the joint. I do. But at the end of the day, this just tells me that Drake has nothing else to say. I don't care what anybody else say. Drake has nothing. This guy, like I said, he repeated some of the stuff. I'm not counting that against him. He basically just doubled down on certain things and basically responded, answered some of the questions and some of the things that Kendrick put out there. But at the end of the day, this was nothing as big as Family Matters. At least Family Matters, he dropped some stuff that, true or not true, some major stuff. In this one, all he did was double down and answer questions. That's it. There was nothing in this that was groundbreaking. There was nothing in this that was a crushing blow. There was nothing in this that was a knockout punch. No nukes, no bombs, no bazooka, no nothing. And it's like, that tells me that if you're bowing out, which in the song, he's basically saying that like he's done with this, like he's not about to do it no more. That like and he's ended it off like he's bam, like he did it. This song to me doesn't sound like an end song. This song to me sounds like a song that is in the middle of the battle, not to end it off like he wants it to do. And if you're bowing out, you just lasted longer than J. Cole, who right now is looking like the smartest man in the world. I don't know what his IQ is, but J. Cole, he's up there. He might win an award for for like doing this. So I don't know whether you say he's smart or a coward, but I mean, it's looking more like he's smart. But at the end of the day, this track was not it. This track was not a nuke or nothing. This was nothing to be like, Kendrick is over. This is not it. This definitely was not it. When it comes to overall diss records, Kendrick has it. Kendrick has it. He delivered more in way much of a short time. He made a bigger impact on this battle. Exceeded expectations that a lot of people probably had. They didn't know that this guy was going to drop like he was going to drop. I'm pretty sure you didn't either. And like, we can't take this as what it is. Because like I said, on both sides, things have to be proven. If things aren't proven, then you win. I feel like unless Drake has something else to drop, something that's new that we haven't heard of, something that he can improve that's verifiable, then Drake has lost. If Drake is bowing out, if Drake is leaving this battle because maybe he can't keep up, maybe that's it. Even Joe Budden said to act that it sound like in Family Matters, like he dumped his whole clip, like he just emptied it all out, like that was it. And I can't help but to think back to what people were saying, how Drake had a nuke. Like in the beginning of all this, like, oh, Drake had a nuke, Drake had a nuke. And then you heard like, oh, this ain't all I got, don't wake the demon up and everything. If Family Matters, the information you gave in there was all that you had, if that's what the demon had, then Drake was all bark and no bite. That was, like, I wouldn't even say that was groundbreaking what he gave out. It's sad to see. Like I said, I'm curious to see what Kendrick is going to come out with. When he's going to come out, what it's going to sound like, if he has new information, because this is going to go for him. Like, it's going to look like, can he verify some of the stuff he's saying? And that's my whole problem with this whole thing. They lied too big. They threw out accusations that's too big. If they can't verify them, it's just going to look crazy. It just look like, oh, I'm just throwing out stuff. You know, certain things like the PDF file stuff, you got Drake doing some like questionable things. So that you can put that in people's minds, and people have, you know, videos and pictures of this. So that stands. That's not, like I said, that's not actually proving that he is that, but that gives more credibility to people questioning it. But when it comes to what Drake and both what Kendrick is saying about each other, certain things are going to have to be verified. But if Drake is bowing out, he's lost. He has no more in the chamber. Kendrick has a hit record. He done threw more shots at Drake, and they're all quality. Not any one of those is trash. But even like on like Twitter, when you're looking it up and everything else, there is a lot of people that's just saying that it's not it. I mean, of course you got people that's down for it, like he killed it. But when you actually dissect and break down the bars, you see how much of a hypocrite that Drake is when it comes to what he's saying about Kendrick. Yet he's doing the same exact thing on this latest diss record. On the Heart Part 6, you find hypocritical sayings all through it. So yeah, if Drake is done and he's not gonna, and he can't go any further, he's lost. He's lost. And I'll just say, Kendrick is the straight winner. Let's see what Kendrick got. And if it's better than the Heart Part 6, then Drake is cooked. I don't know what else to say about this man. I'm just curious to see what the aftermath of it is going to be. But this is a very entertaining battle. I'm not even gonna lie. This is very entertaining. But then this week we got like 6 diss records. Most of them are by Kendrick. This is crazy. This is nuts. This was something for the ages. This was like a fight that people were anticipating, and I don't think that we were let down. I really don't. Both sides fought visually, like valiantly. I'm not like Drake. He put out quality records too. It just wasn't enough to get the job done. I think he went into this overthinking it, thinking that Kendrick, even if let's believe everything that he's saying, right? Let's throw that on the table. Let's believe everything he's saying, that he gave people to give information to Kendrick that's false. Even with all that, he still couldn't beat Kendrick. He still couldn't beat it. This man made a hit record. He did Drake on Drake. Drake had back to back, made that a hit record. Kendrick made Not Like Us a hit record. And that man is just talking about you being a pedophile. Like, that's crazy. Just think of how nuts that is. I feel like that song is gonna be playing. That song is, he gonna be at the club and he gonna shh, I see that people. And he gonna hear that. It's not gonna be Game song. It's not gonna be the Game song. It's not gonna be One Blood. It's gonna be Not Like Us. And Drake is gonna throw some champagne bottle at some poor woman, and it's gonna be a whole big thing. But yeah, man, this is crazy. This is something. This is enjoyable. Both sides fought vigilantly. I keep saying the word wrong. Anyway, both sides fought like good as fuck. But Kendrick just had the bigger sword, and he swung the hardest. Now, we're waiting to see what he has to deliver, but as of right now, Kendrick has, ever since you dropped Euphoria, Kendrick has been up. Like, I think a lot of us is going to be up waiting for Kendrick's record to drop. But yeah, it's nice. But anyway, that's all I have to say on that record. I liked it. It still has a lot of flaws, a lot of problems. Drake, this man was defeated. That's crazy. He was defeated. This is crazy. Drake don't need to go into no more battles. Either that or just stick to subliminally dissing people, because this was a bad look for this man. Anyway, that's all I have to say. If you like it, go ahead. Leave a like, subscribe if you're not, hit that notification bell for more videos like this, and I will catch you guys on the next one. So peace out, stay safe, and man, this was a good one.